Okay, in my last lecture, I had given you to do some revision on the vector analysis, and today we will again revise few things which are important. So, as I told you, what is a dot product, what is a cross product. So, you should know the clear-cut difference between these two. So, if we are talking about dot product, then say for example we have two non-zero vectors A and B. If we have two vectors which are non-zero and they are A and B, so if I write the dot product, then if I say if we have vector A and vector B, then what will be its dot product? We always write it as A dot B, and which is always written as AB cos theta. That is written as AB cos theta, where theta is the angle between vector A and vector B. And how we can represent it? Say for example, this is vector A, this point is O, vector A is pointing towards this side, and vector B is pointing this side. Then this angle is called theta, which is the angle between vector A and B. And here, now you see, if I write AB cos theta, then what is A? This is the magnitude of vector A, B is the magnitude of vector B, and cos of the angle between them, this is cos theta. So we always write, say A is equal to, this is magnitude of A, B is magnitude of B, and theta is the angle between vector A and B. So this is called dot product. And you know dot product is a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude and it has no direction. So whenever you see a dot product, it means we are talking about the A dot B, that is AB cos theta, and it has only magnitude and no direction is there. So we say this is a dot product. So this is how we write. And in the component, and you see this is what? This is A and this is B. In the component form also, we can write what is vector A. Say for example, we have three axes, X, Y and Z. ये आपके पास क्या है? जैसे this is X axis, this is, if I say, is Y axis, and this is Z axis. Then the component along X is called AX. So we write, in general, vector A will be written as, if A is written in this manner, then we write AXI plus AYJ plus AZK. This is how we represent vector A. If it has, this is AX is the component of A along x-axis, component of A along y-axis, and component of A along z-axis. Whereas I cap, j cap, and k cap, they are the unit vectors along x, y, and z. As all of you know, this is I cap, this is j cap, and this is k cap. This is k cap. These are called unit vectors along x, y, and z components. So this is how. Now you see, this is called 3D. ये आपके पास कितने? 3D means space. 3D means space. Before, if you are talking about a plane, you see, I'll tell you, there are three things. One is called line, second is called plane, and third is called space. This is also called 1D. 1D means one dimensional. Plane is two-dimensional, 2D, and space is three-dimensional. So what is the difference? You see, line means one-dimensional. ये simple line. This is, say for example, O, and this is x-axis. So whenever you need only one coordinate to represent the position of a particle at any time. Say for example, particle पहले यहाँ पे था, कोई body है, which was here. After a certain interval of time, it reaches here. It reaches at position P, say for example. थोड़े time के बाद ये यहाँ आ जाता है. Now, in order to specify its position, how many coordinates are required? Only one coordinate. आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि ये this is x distance. Say if it is 5 meters. So x equal to 5 units or meters or centimeters or whatever is sufficient to know the position of this particle after certain interval of time. So whenever you need one coordinate to express the position of a body, we say this is one dimensional. And this is called line or 1D. Then comes second. If I am saying, say line, now it is clear. If I am saying, what do you mean by a plane? Plane means 2D, x-axis and y-axis, right? This is O. Say for example, particle at any instant of time is here, at this point P. Then how many coordinates are required to express the position of this particle or this at this point? So we always write P xy. It means x units along x-axis and y units along y-axis. So आप क्या करते हो? You just draw perpendicular on x and y-axis in this manner, and these are x units and these are y units. So we write pxy, means this particle is at a distance of x from here and at a distance of y from here. Say for example, if I write p34, it means what? 3 units along x-axis जाइए, 4 units along y-axis जाइए, and then mark the point here. So in order to specify the position of a particle, whenever you require two coordinates, then we say this is a plane or two-dimensional, means two coordinates are required to specify the position of a particle. So this is called plane. This was line 1D, plane, this is 2D. Now you come to 3D. 3D means we say, now this is plane, line, and 3D means space. So what we have three axes here, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. And in plane also we saw two axes where x and y, they are mutually perpendicular to each other. X और y के बीच में angle कितना आएगा? 90 degree. So whenever we are talking about space, space means we have three axes, x, y, and z. And all these three, they are mutually perpendicular to one another. तीनों एक दूसरे के 90 degree पे होंगे. Now you see, bear in mind, x is perpendicular to y. But sometimes you see, आप इसको देखते हो because board क्या है? Board हमारे पास है two dimensional. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. This is parallel to x-axis, this is parallel to y-axis. So board या copy जिस पे आप लिखते हो, it is two dimensional. Now we want three dimensional. तो 2D पे आपने 3D पिक्चर बनानी है. तो what we do? This is x, this is y, and z क्या है? This is z. This is z. And where this z is pointing, it is pointing towards yourself. Say for example, this is a duster. ये. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. But since we cannot draw a line in the air, आप ऐसे draw नहीं कर सकते इसको. So conventionally it is shown कि this is z-axis, this is z-axis, and we know that this is z-axis, and actually it is like this, but we cannot draw here, so we draw it like this. हम इसको ऐसे बना देते हैं. And it is understood that z is perpendicular to both x and y, y is perpendicular to both x and z is perpendicular to both, y is perpendicular to both x and z. तो ये तीनों mutually perpendicular, तीनों के बीच में एंगल क्या आएगा? This is called space. This is called space or 3D. So whenever you require three coordinates to express the position of a particle, then we say that we are talking about three-dimensional. Three-dimensional means space. Where I am standing? I am standing in a room. आप रूम का कोई भी कॉर्नर ले लीजिए, and corner लेके आप देखिए, just take a corner. Then one line is going along x-axis, second is along y-axis, and third is along z-axis. एक कॉर्नर से तीन लाइंस निकलती हैं. If you look at the room where you are sitting right now, you can mark three axes x, y, and z. और उसके पैरेलल x, y, z लाइनें बना लो, तो this whole space is covered. Where we are standing, we are doing all these activities. This is what? This is space. So this is space, x, y, and z. And I cap is unit vector along this, j cap is unit vector along y-axis, and k cap is along this thing. So this is called space or 3D. So we were at this point, I am just giving you this concept of 1D, 2D, and 3D. So we were talking about, say, vector A and B. So if we have vector A and vector B, and these are the components of this vector A, AXI, Ayj and Azk. Then it is represented in this manner. Similarly, B. This is Vxi Byj plus Bz. Okay. Then you can always calculate what is A dot B. So what will be A dot B? You can take dot product Axi plus Azk and it's dot with Vxi plus Vyj plus Bz. Now you should know all the identities. Okay, I dot I is 1, J dot J is 1, K dot K is 1, I dot J is 0, J dot K is 0, K dot I is 0. As you know, all these things you have done in your lower classes. So if we take, तो which terms will survive? Ax, इसको पहले Ax को multiply करो इससे. So Ax Bx I dot I is 1. Ax By I dot J. So I dot J will not survive. It will be equal to 0. The identity you might have done I dot I equal to J dot J equal to K dot K equal to 1. Similarly, I dot J equal to J dot K equal to K dot I is equal to 0. तो क्या सर्वाइव करेगा? Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz and all the terms will be equal to 0. वैसे A dot B जैसे ये आपने लिखा, ठीक है, ये डॉट प्रोडक्ट है. If the component forms is given, then these are the things which I told you to revise yourself. ये सारी की सारी आइडेंटिटीज देखिए एंड यू कैन ऑलवेज सी कि व्हाट इज ए डॉट बी एंड व्हाट इज ए क्रॉस बी. तो ये ए डॉट बी वाले आपके पास भी आ जाएंगे एंड दीज आर ऑल स्केलर क्वांटिटीज एंड यू कैन ऑलवेज राइट द से एग्जांपल्स ऑफ दिस. जैसे वर्क डन आप लिखते हो, वर्क डन कैसे लिखते हो? एफ डॉट एस. W is what? Work done. If you write, this is always written as F dot S. That is force into displacement. This is a scalar quantity. This is a scalar quantity. इसको आप क्या लिख दोगे? Fs cos theta. Fs cos theta, where theta is the angle between force and displacement. अगर force कहीं लग रही है, displacement किसी और इसमें आ रहा है, F dot S you can write. Similarly, you can write more examples of these things. And then comes the cross product. You see cross product, then you can see the identities. It is commutative. ये सारी देख लेना properties. You can always see these properties. Now the important thing is what? Important इसमें क्या आता है आपके पास? Important is cross product. Cross product. You see, if they are non-zero vectors A and B, they are non-zero vectors. Then you see what will be A cross B. A cross B is very very important, which is always written as AB sin theta. जैसे A, it is written in this A cross B, which is equal to AB sin theta into n cap. And you see why we are writing n cap? Because you see cross product is what? It is a vector quantity. It is a vector. It is not a scalar quantity. A dot B is scalar. It has only magnitude. It has direction also. So this is cross product and it is a vector quantity. अगर ये वेक्टर है तो वेक्टर हैज मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज डायरेक्शन. तो इसका मैग्नीट्यूड तो ये हो गया ए बी साइन थीटा. एंड व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन? डायरेक्शन इज गिवन बाय एन कैप. N cap is a unit vector which is pointing here. It is a cross product अगर आपने लिया हुआ है तो where this vector will point? A cross B. Say this is equal to vector C. Vector C कहाँ से आ रहा है? It is coming from A cross B. Let us say that cross product of two vectors is another vector C. So what is C? C is always written as AB sin theta into n cap, where this is called the magnitude of this vector and this vector gives you the direction. Now you see what direction, how we give this direction. Say for example, we have vector A in this manner. And vector B is pointing towards this side. Yeah, ऐसे कर लीजिए. Vector B is pointing towards this side. And theta is the angle between them. Then if we say that, what is A cross B? A cross B. Let us say this is equal to vector C, and C has now magnitude as well as direction, which I have written already. This is a b sin theta into n cap. ये तो मैग्नीट्यूड आ गया. अब ये इस वेक्टर की डायरेक्शन क्या होगी? वेक्टर की डायरेक्शन ये आएगी, देखो, you just try to see the plane where vector a and b they are existing. अब ये देखिए, this is vector a, this is vector b. तो प्लेन आप कैसे बनाते हो? दो चीजों से बनेगा, एक्स वाई या ए और बी का. तो यू जस्ट ड्रॉ दिस लाइन पैरेलल टू ए. ये लाइन है, इसके पैरेलल ये आ गया. ये लाइन है, इसके पैरेलल आप ये कर दीजिए. तो ये बन गया प्लेन. दिस इज कॉल्ड ए बी प्लेन. ये प्लेन बन गया. ये जो आपको ये दिख रहा है, this is a plane containing vector a and b, because this is parallel to a, this is parallel to b. तो ये प्लेन बन गया. प्लेन इज टू, जिसकी दो डायरेक्शंस होती हैं, वन इज दिस, द सेकंड इज दिस. तो यू कैन कंस्ट्रक्ट अ प्लेन. सो दिस इज अ प्लेन कंटेनिंग वेक्टर a and b. नाउ माइंड इट, इन दोनों का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट आपने लिया, a क्रॉस b ले लिया. देन वेयर दिस c विल पॉइंट, इसकी डायरेक्शन भी आएगी. ये तो मैग्नीट्यूड आ गया, a b sin थीटा. इसकी डायरेक्शन आती है, n cap will point in a direction or c vector will point in a direction which will be perpendicular to the plane containing vector a and b. और a और b ये प्लेन है. ये जो आपके पास वेक्टर c आएगा क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट करके, that will point in a direction which will be perpendicular to the plane containing a and b. ये प्लेन कंटेनिंग ए एंड बी है, इसके परपेंडिकुलर चले जाओ आप. तो अगर आप इसको ऐसे कर सकते हो, you see this line is perpendicular to this plane. यहाँ पे कर लो, यहाँ पे भी लाइन लगाओ, कहीं भी लगाओ, आप 90 डिग्री पे इसके लाइन लगा दो. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड वेक्टर C, and C is equal to A क्रॉस B. so this is n cap. ये इस डायरेक्शन में पॉइंट करता है. A और B प्लेन ये this is plane A and B, my hand, and C is pointing towards this side, say for example, then A cross B is this. So this gives you the direction of A cross B. This is important, which you should know ki where vector will point. Number one. Number two, it is again given by right hand rule. आप डायरेक्शन इसकी राइट हैंड रूल से भी दे सकते हैं. यू सी दिस इज माय राइट हैंड, एंड यू कैन सी इफ आई से दिस इज वेक्टर ए, दिस इज वेक्टर बी. दो वेक्टर हैं, ऐसे कर लो चाहे. दिस इज वेक्टर ए, दिस इज वेक्टर बी. नाउ यू टेक एंटी क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन. इसको यू घुमा दो. तो जो थंब आपके पास रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, जिस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, दैट विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द ए क्रॉस बी. ये दो फिंगर ले ली, राइट हैंड किया आपने, और इसको आप एंटी क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट कीजिए. देन यू सी वेयर थंब इज पॉइंटिंग. थंब इज पॉइंटिंग इन द अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन एंड विच इज परपेंडिकुलर टू बोथ ए एंड बी. सो दिस इज वेक्टर सी. This is vector C, and this is called right hand rule. So cross product is also given by right hand rule, and which is the result of this. So this is all about cross product and dot product, and there are so many numericals based on these. So you can try numericals, and I'll tell you the books. Books आप ले सकते हो, जैसे आपके पास है. We have two publications. One is S. Dinesh and Company, and second is Modern Publishers. So you can buy any one of these books and you can consult anybody else. ये सारे syllabus आपको इसमें मिल जाएंगे, चाहे whether you can follow S. Dinesh or Modern. I'll be following both of these sometimes, or some other books also. So just try to see. So this is A cross B and this is this. And further you see how to take A cross B. A cross B आप कैसे निकालते हो? If you have two vectors, this is A is given by AXI, AYJ plus AZK, and B you have BXI, BYJ plus BZK. Then if I want to write what is A cross B, then A cross B is always written in the determinant form. You write I, J, K. You write AX, AY, AZ, and BX, BY, and BZ. And then you can open this determinant. डिटर्मिनेंट। और इसमें आपके पास क्या आएगा, जैसे आई आप लिखते हो, ये आप ओपन कर लीजिए, यू नो हाउ टू सॉल्व इट बिकॉज यू डू इट इन मैथमेटिक्स ऑल्सो। वी राइट आई इनसाइड, आई है तो इसके बाद क्या आएगा, ए वाई बी जेड एंड माइनस बी वाई ए जेड, ठीक है। फिर जे के लिए कर लो, चाहे आप प्लस के साथ करते हैं माइनस के साथ करते हो, जैसा आपने सीखा हुआ है। यू कैन डू इफ यू राइट प्लस जे, तो प्लस जे अगर लिखते हो देन यू विल बी राइटिंग ए जेड बी एक्स माइनस ए एक्स बी जेड। के करोगे देन गो टू दिस ए एक्स बी वाई एंड दिस इज दिस इन दिस मैनर। यू कैन ओपन अप एंड दिस विल गिव यू व्हाट, दिस विल गिव यू द रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस थिंग। ये आपके पास आ जाएगा। तो क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट आपने ऐसे सॉल्व करना है। इफ इट इज गिवन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 5x प्लस 3j प्लस 4k और दूसरा वेक्टर दिया है, देन यू कैन ऑलवेज सॉल्व दिस न्यूमेरिकल्स। So just try to see all these numericals and then you see जैसे हमने यहाँ पे बोला है कि अगर आपके पास इस टाइप का ये आ जाता है, if you have say for example I'll give you some numericals also। जैसे आपके पास है say for example a is given to be this is 3i 4j minus 5k and vector b is given to be say I plus 2j plus 6k plus 6k. These two vectors are given to you and the question is कि find the magnitude of A. What is the magnitude of vector A? तो magnitude you know how you write, this is magnitude of A। तो magnitude के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या आता है आपके पास, you take this square plus this square plus this square leaving your unit vectors। so what you can write, क्या बना आपके पास यहाँ पे, इसका magnitude दिया जाएगा this square 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square and its under root। So you just solve this and you will find that this is 50 under root, you can write these are units। So magnitude of this is, or we can write A is equal to its magnitude and this is equal to this thing। Similarly you can find the magnitude of B, this is 1 square plus 2 square plus 6 square and you can find out the answer। ये आप निकाल सकते हैं यहाँ से, छोटे छोटे न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं, जस्ट ट्राई टू सी बिकॉज यू हैव टू रिवाइज ऑल दीज थिंग्स एंड देन यू कैन फाइंड द क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट ऑल्सो। क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट भी आप निकाल सकते हो। क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट के लिए यू हैव टू फाइंड इट, राइट इट इन अ डिटर्मिनेंट फॉर्म एंड देन यू कैन सॉल्व इट। ए और बी दिया हुआ तो सिंपली दिस इज इक्वल टू, अगर ए क्रॉस बी आपने निकालना है तो यू कैन ऑलवेज डू दिस इज ए क्रॉस बी, इसको आप यहाँ पे लिख लीजिए, दिस इज आई, दिस इज जे, दिस इज ए, और ये जो मैंने वैल्यूज यहाँ पे लिखी हुई थी उसके आप डिटर्मिनेंट फॉर्म में लिख लीजिए एंड दिस इज 3 4 माइनस 5 और सेकंड की वैल्यू दी थी मैंने आपको, दिस इज 1 to 6 एंड देन यू कैन सॉल्व इट। आई इंटू ये आ गया 6 4 24 माइनस एंड माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा प्लस 10, ये आ गया। Similarly plus j and k you can do and you can solve these numericals। So just try to see the cross product, dot product, their magnitudes, how we can write, and these are the small numericals and just quick revision of your dot product, cross product। Similarly you can see the properties also because we will be using all these things in our later concepts। So this is very basic lecture today, so just try to see further more as I told you the numericals and all, and rest we'll meet next week। Thank you।